Here with the head coach of the New Orleans Saints in Orange County, Newport Beach to be specific, the fresh off a Super Bowl, Kellen Moore, now looking full steam ahead. How does this feel in this role? You look good. It looks good on you.
It's been great, yeah. We're going with the black attire, and so it's been a lot of fun. It's been a great transition.
Here to tell me who the starting quarterback is of this team. Lefty, Kellen Moore. I'm a lefty, you're a lefty. Why don't you spill? Who is it?
Yeah, we're close. We'll get there. These guys are doing awesome.
I talked to Cam Jordan. I talked to Demario Davis, sort of two coaches in their own right, like,
Yeah.
Wiley veterans into their 14th and 15th year. Chris Olave, a fourth-year guy. I talked to each of them, and in talking about the competition, they all said, as if it was I don't know if it was a PR thing from Doug and company or Davis, but they all said, I would not want to be the one making that decision. What do you think they mean by that?
I think it's just been really balanced. It's been a really balanced off season for those guys. They've had great moments. They all have lessons to be learned, and that's part of being young quarterbacks in this league. And so they've done a nice job. We're excited to let it play out.
How big is this next preseason game as far as deciding?
It'll be a big part. Obviously, each and every day, you continue to build, and I think we'll just keep rotating these guys, giving these guys different opportunities, and ultimately we got to make a decision.
As a guy who's been around the Jalen Hurts, as a player around the Matthew Staffords, the Justin Herberts, all of that, whose tape are you showing these to the most?
It's a nice variety pack, and I think that's the beauty of these guys is they can all play different styles, different presentations. Being around Dak, some of those guys may play a little bit towards Dak or Jalen or Justin, whoever it may be, and so we're pulling from all those different exposures, which has been great.
It sounds like it's not an easy. I mean, you sound like delighted to have to make the decision. Is that how it feels? How tough will it be for you?
It won't be easy. It won't be easy. I think these guys are doing awesome. And what I love about these guys, they've all faced adversity in their life. They've all faced challenges. And so that's what you need to play quarterback in this league is not everything's going to go perfect no matter who you are. And so the guys that can handle the ups and downs are going to be able to sustain themselves.
I'm more curious about you in it. I think both of them will do fine if it's so close. It's more my curiosity and fascination is like what a mind like yours. And you're such a genius, especially at the quarterback spot. Do you overthink? Are you up at night? Like how, what is the one thing that it might come down to if you're talking about even a quality at quarterback?
Yeah, I think it's just going to come down to consistency. I think it's about the command of the offense. I think all these guys can make the throws that they need. I think it's about the consistency and doing it week in and week out.
The consistency, somebody who can run your offense. I can sort of feel that vibe. Do you know what I'm hearing from every player, not even just the ones that I've interviewed, but I've been a fan of this team for a long time. So I've just heard that you sort of get the best out of these guys. Like he puts me in a position to get the best out of my skills. The Alvin Kamaras are saying that. Do you see it that way, and how important is that to you?
We have an awesome group. They work their tail off. They're all good guys. It's been an awesome process, and I think that's the big thing for us. It's a new coaching staff. It's a new experience, and so it's important for us just to spend time with these guys, get to know them as people, as players, and put them in a really good position to be successful because they all got superpowers. They all got talents. It's just a matter of putting them in the best position.
You're a humble gentleman. I sat here with another humble gentleman named Demario Davis, who for about 8 minutes talked about you and how he's so impressed with your efficiency, the nuances, the little things. Of course, you're a genius at the work that you do on offense. Would you like to share something about Demario Davis that stands out? Because he truly lit up talking about you. He goes, he's the first coach I've ever been a fan of. That's what he said.
Well, the humor of Demario and I is we played in the Senior Bowl together, so it's impressive
gosh.
that Demario's still playing, and the player that he is phenomenal. But that's the full circle element of this thing, and so Demario's been awesome. He's an excellent leader. I think that's the cool part about this team is we're a younger team, but we have these really experienced guys that we can lean into, and so spend a lot of time with those guys, get to know them. I think be really organized, be efficient. I think that's the one thing for these guys is time is really valuable to these guys, and if you can be really efficient, really clean with what you're doing, have a purpose to everything, they'll respect that.
What is the advantage, in your opinion, of being the youngest coach in the NFL?
I don't have as many scars as a few guys. I'll get them plenty. I'll get plenty of scars as we go. But I think it's just been fun just competing with these guys and spending time with these guys and building this thing together.
You're saying competing with these guys. I asked them if you're out there. I'm like, Cam, have you sacked him? Has he wanted that smoke from you? Chris, have you caught a pass from Kellen? And he said no, but he did call you Kellen, which I love.
Yes.
No coach, no Mr. Moore, Kellen. I like the first name basis. But why aren't you getting out there and showing them what you got?
Every once in a while we got to throw it, but they don't want the lefty throw. They don't like the screwball so much.
They don't? Tyler Shough, I've met Spencer Rattler. You're sort of new and sort of understanding a little bit about both of them. Does Tyler feel like a rookie to you?
Well, he's arguably one of the oldest in our room, so he's a little bit different in that sense. But
it's fun.
You know, it's a fun group. They're all around the same age. They've all been through these different experiences in college, which I think is kind of cool. They all kind of had to face something that was a challenge, transfer somewhere, kind of navigate that path. And so I think it puts these guys in a really good position. They're all awesome kids, and so it's been a ton of fun.
How would you describe your coaching style? What I'm hearing are words like relatable, emphasis on fun, efficient. How would you describe it?
Yeah, I think be really organized, be really detailed. I think that's the point that these guys care about. As long as you feel like, hey, am I getting better? Am I becoming the best version of ourselves? If you feel like they're creating that opportunity, they're going to rally behind us.
Brandon Staley, somebody that I got a lot of compliments in my interviews today. Just the way you put together your team, your staff, and all of that. I think he's overlooked. I think people might have the wrong impression of what he's capable of. How are you seeing what is unfolding with this defense with Staley in charge?
It's been awesome, and it's been really fun on a personal level to get to team up with Brandon again. We kind of spent 1 year in LA together, and so he's doing a phenomenal job. It's been a transition for our defense because it's a little bit different scheme than they're accustomed to, but those guys are rallying behind Brandon. I think he's creating a really good vision for those guys and putting those guys in a really good position.
Who's the best paintballer?
Ooh, the CO, Chris Olave.
Really?
I mean, he was jumping.
He did say he liked paintball the most. He was what?
He was jumping on barrels.
Really?
He was hiding. He was all out. Yeah.
You're like,
really
Mickey
impressive.
Loomis is like, sit down, get away. You had a foot injury last year.
I don't know if Mickey loved the paintballing, but it was great.
Who's the worst bowler?
Worst bowler? That's a great question. It's a great question. I'd say there's a lot of competition. I don't know.
You're like, I'm not answering that. All right. Okay, you either have to tell me who the worst bowler is or who your starting quarterback is. One or the other. One or the other, coach.
There's definitely some ugly bowlers, I can tell you that. A couple of the big guys, I don't know if they've gone to the bowling alley a whole lot.
I understand that. Drew Brees was here. I'm sure he's a great bowler. He's great at everything.
Yep.
What were you two chopping it up about?
It's so fun to have Drew around this program. The impact he's had on it, the way he still supports the team in so many ways, and so that community rallies behind him. It's kind of fun. There's still some drawbacks to the system that he had on offense here, and so we kind of laugh about some of the things that we've been able to keep over all these years.
Do you feel like being the Saints coach is a unique role? Do you feel like the way you approach it, how do you approach it being the Saints, this fervent, hungry, incredible fan base that has tasted glory and wants it again?
That's what I've loved about this whole experience is, fortunate to be there with the Eagles, go win the Super Bowl down there. It was an awesome first time kind of seeing New Orleans at its best. And so it was a really fun experience. And this city, this state, they just rally behind the team. I mean, training camp practices were out there in the heat and the sun, and it's full. It's full every single day, and it's just so cool.
How will you know you have your quarterback? How will I know watching?
I think ultimately it's the guy who's most consistent each and every day. The guy that goes out there and gives the best chance to be successful, and you'll recognize. I think a lot of times you'll recognize the team rallying behind someone, and that usually steers the ship.
That's important to you.
Yep.
Sort of like that. Okay, I like that. Well, last one for you about the quarterbacks. With the starting, there's different philosophies. There's only 3 games. All of this. What am I supposed to know about yours when it comes to picking the starter versus, obviously somebody getting the work with the ones and starting and then getting more reps and stuff later on in the game?
Yeah.
Like if you pick your starter for week 2, will I be like, oh, that's a good hint that that's your guy?
This week we're going to rotate a little bit. We're still in competition mode, and we'll just see where the third preseason game presents itself. So if we're there, we're there, and we're books closed. And I think that's the biggest thing with this thing is once we pick our guy, like we're rallying behind this guy and we're rolling. So.
I love that. Can I show you this picture that I found? I was doing my deep dive this morning. It's a bad image, but we'll get a better image for the camera. When I show you this Justin Bieber haircut, we don't have to talk about that. But this is obviously you a long time ago with Gruden. What comes to mind here is you've now fulfilled this part of your career where you're a head coach, Kellen. There's
definitely a lack of a haircut. I'd start there.
It's 2012.
2012, John Gruden doing the QB camp. Man. It goes fast. I quickly recognize that. It goes really, really fast because it feels like it was just yesterday.
I watched it this morning. Here's what I want to tell you. You're talking about your offense there at Boise State, and this is the quote. Our whole goal is to make it look as confusing as possible for the opponent. But at the end of the day, it's pretty simple for us, end quote. I feel like that philosophy is still very much emblematic of you right now. Would you agree with that? Because I feel like that's what's manifesting here in New Orleans.
Very much. I think that's the foundation I've always had going back to Boise. And, we'll do it different styles, different ways, but we'll do it the same way.
The guys love you. Congratulations. I am blown away by the energy behind you here in New Orleans. Congratulations and good luck.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.